Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Ryan from Mana Bluff here. I just jumped into a Battle for Zendikar draft. This is my second draft. I only was able to get one in, and we're about a week into it being online. So I've watched a couple drafts. I know a little bit. We'll see how this goes. This is a Swiss. Let's see. Barrage Tyrant. Rare Eldrazi. 5/3 for 5. Sacrifice another close creature. It deals damage. You sacrifice creature power to target player. Seems good. Anything like really good on top of that? That's fine. I like Pilgrim's Eye, Landfall Things, Coral Helm, Boink, Boink, Boink. Playables, but nothing exciting. So, yeah, we'll go with the Red Barrage Tyrant. Just a nice solid stat with if you build into... isn't like there's the black-red or the black-blue deck, it seems, has all the colorless type stuff. Sacrifice another colorless creature. I don't know if it's really super powered, but I don't think any of the other cards are also super powered, at least not at first glance. I like the Culling Drum. If you want to get those early, then you're like set up for all the processing. Again, Pilgrim's Eye I like just to help get you that value of that land, help you get that splash, or just keep throwing lands down. The haste thing I don't care that much about. Cool. We'll start with an Eldrazi. After all, this is Battle for Zendikar with all the Eldrazi here. Encircling Fissure I think is pretty cool, but Teju Warcaller just seems insane. I've heard great things about it. I've seen in drafts it's done great things. I've never actually played with it. Getting one early is kind of cool. You don't even have to build an ally deck around it. I guess my only question is, do I think Outnumber, which is a really good removal spell, is better? I don't really know which is better right now. I'm going to go with the Warcaller because it just seems to like blow win conditions out, but Outnumber and Stone Fury are good red cards that would go with my first pick. I just don't want to be like married to my first pick. This could be super wrong. I don't know. It just seems so weird to me to take this 5 draw. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Outnumber. I'm gonna take the yeah. My instincts are just telling me that even though Warcaller is supposed to be awesome, taking not a removal spell seems weird. Taking a 5-drop over removal spell seems even weirder, and I feel like this is gonna do some good things. Totally waffled a little bit there, but we're early enough to where that's okay. Ooh, I like a number of cards in this pack. So I think Grove Rumbler is pretty strong, and we're already in red. Wouldn't mind getting the screen. Nettle Drone's super strong. Having a second Outnumber is fine. Hedron Archive can get really good because I like being in that red-black. Get a bunch of Eldrazi's online. I think I'm just going to stick with the Outnumber, though. Know that I'm passing Grove Rumbler. I passed the other red card. I don't know the names of the cards yet. Sorry, but the 3 red. The Stone Fury. That's the one. I only know because I just read it. And a Nettle Drone as well. But I think 2 Outnumbers can mean we can start really looking into a red Scion type deck. Which would be cool, which would be nice. I would love it. I mean, look at this is such a red-green heavy pack. The red-green Scion Grove Rumbler deck, right? Don't exactly go well together. Exile target non-basic lands from the graveyard hand. Okay, so that's a sideboard card. Here's a Nettle Drone, which seems pretty strong. What else is here? Horribly Awry I actually like, and I don't even like counter spells, but it seems to be doing some good stuff. Sideboard card that never comes in. Sludge Crawler, I hear, does more than you think it does. The Snapping Gnarlid is a great 2-drop. And the Teju Beastmaster works in the landfall theme. Spell Shrivel also is a counterspell. Like, these actually seem playable in this format. That's cool. But Nettle Drone is a very good card. And I'm happy just to stay red and stay open. See what goes down. And it goes pretty well with the Barrage Tyrant as also, So yeah, it does look like red and green continues to be open. This is another Nettle Drone. I passed one. I'm worried because I'm passing so much of it, but at least in this pack, I think that'll be pretty well open because the other best cards here are green and red that I'm seeing. Here's a late Stone Fury. Just the first thing I noticed. Lava Step Raider seems unplayable. Lifespring Druid I like. But again, I don't think I'd pass up a red card, move into a green, like kind of dork color. Mist Intruder, probably the next best card, though, in the pack. It's also the first blue spell that we've seen. It's kind of worth noting is here. I'd be happy to go into red-blue if I continue to see more blue open. And also this Blighted Cataract is also like a strong blue card. But Stone Fury, just having 3 solid removal spells in the beginning is awesome. Oh, Smite the Monstrous, I think is worth noting too. Super playable and super important in this format. First one's always welcome. Second one tends to be... Oh my gosh. Okay, red's open, my friends. Red is open. Turn against is just insane. Happy to slam this. Valakut Invoker, also very good. You know, yes, I'm light on creatures, and if I needed creatures, you could argue take Invoker over a turn against. I think it's a really tough argument, but whatever. We are clearly in a color that is open, and I'm super happy. I mean, this is a first pick card, turn against, gaining control and getting an instant 2-for-1. That's just fan-fucking-tastic. Look at me, can't even cuss appropriately. Oh yeah, sorry for not posting last few weeks. I've been super sick. Had a cough and/or lack of voice, so it's been a bummer. I guess I'll stay on red. This is a serviceable red drop. It's not really going in with what I think might be a nice devoid theme. But I don't want to go into... I don't need to pick up another color here. I do think Core Castigate and Oracle of Dust are both better than Belligerent Whiptail, and it might be worth taking the Oracle of Dust to speculate into blue, because we saw a little bit of blue open. Here are some red speculative cards, but a filler 4-drop at this stage in the draft when I have such a nice set of spells and some really serviceable creatures. Yeah, I'm happy just to keep this going. Valakut Predator, another filler card, and I think it's what I'm going to take. Dutiful Return is not even playable in black. Same with Ghostly Sentinel, despite what you would think at 5 flying vigilance, is just not helpful. The Reckless Cohort, I'm not going to... Right now, I'm not in an ally deck. It's the only reason to grab it, and if I end up being that, I'll want it. Royal Mage's Trick isn't playable. And again, Territorial Baloth, a 5-drop. It's good with landfall, but I would rather take a lower casting cost landfall creature and just stay on color. Yeah, these are both really good signals here that continue to show that red is just open. Coral Helm Guide, also good. Looks like green dried up. I think blue might be where I want to lean into the second color if need be. If there's like a way for me to sort of preface it, because it seems like blue is the other next open color. Green dried up after this first couple packs. I'm not really looking to be a rally deck right now. This would be my first ally, so I guess I'm pretty happy to just take a solid 2-drop with landfall. We can be this red landfall themed deck. Here now, we will go into blue. Like I said, Horribly Awry tends to be pretty playable, and if I do go into blue, if I want to anticipate, I can pick it up at common. It's not that high of a pick. But for now, we're just going to take Horribly Awry. We haven't seen a lot of black, so I'm not looking to take the Sledge Crawler, even though I think, as just this playable creature, I would probably want Sledge Crawler over Horribly Awry. This is actually a fine card. Both of these are fine cards. Let's see. I'm not going to be doing a lot of ingesting, which means Void Attendant's going to do nothing, because I'm definitely red, which is very little ingest from what I've seen. So I'll take the Giant Mantis, which is just a serviceable, 2/4 reach, slow things down card. Crumble the Dust, I remember, isn't really playable. I could take the Fertile Thicket or the Spell Shrivel. I'm not really in the market for a bunch of counter spells, though, in the deck right now. But still, I can always get a Fertile Thicket if I want it. Yeah, that's fine. Blighted Cataract is actually really good. Way better than the sideboard Reclaiming Vines. Reclaiming Vines... It's too expensive to do what it does, but it's a great sideboard card for the Destroy Target Land ability in this format with Awaken. Here's Volcanic Upheaval. I would have taken the basic land out of it instead because of the full art basic land if between Volcanic Upheaval and the green card. So this is just a fantastic first pack, being so solidly in red. We get to really just go wherever we want based on what's open, such as a Wind Rider Patrol. I think that's a really strong card. I kind of wanted to be in blue anyway. There's no green or red card that I like over it. Spawning Bed is not really what this deck wants. Again, Reckless Core, I'm not looking to do allies. I do like the Valakut Invoker, but I don't need it. This is more good because it's versatile. And one of these 3-drops might even table, which would be fantastic. Probably get the Coral Helm Guide no matter what back. Transgress the Mind is good in this format. I don't want the 7-drop. I don't want to go into black, and the 7-drop isn't really worth it. So do I want the Patrol or do I want the Collection cards? Yeah, I want the Patrol. This is just a solid 4/3 flying for 5, as well as being able to scry all the time. Mwah. Get there. Why is this all a mess? I didn't even realize. This is, wow. Wowzers, wowzers, wowzers. So many options here. I'm pretty sure I'm just going to take the Hellkite. At 6, it's not the most efficient dragon for 4 flying, but the landfall is relevant. Let's just double check here. Creature plus control, get -1, -7. That seems really good. Whiptail, no. These are both filler 3s. I would rather have like the Vestige of Emrakul over the Whiptail, but all these commons are just solid commons to jump in. Incubator Drone could get there, but we don't really need to ramp into anything. Yeah, I wouldn't mind some more devoid creatures to make this Barrage Tyrant better, but still, 5/3 for 5 is not horrible. I just would like to have more synergy in this deck. Right now, I'm just building a very basic, deck that has good, efficient, strong cards. It's lacking synergy, which is really key in this format. So, I mean, I'm not super worried, but it's certainly a thing to consider. Maybe I do. I mean, I have a number of landfall options. So maybe that's something I'm trying to look into. Let's see here. Retreat doesn't want to put me back into green at all. Same with Blighted Woodland. Ruination Guide, I actually really like. It does do the Ingest thing, even though I'm not really looking to do Ingest right now. However, Nettle Drones, I think they just get so good in multiples, and it does work a little bit better with the Barrage Tyrant. And I kind of want to be aggressive. After all, I'm doing the land. I'm in red, and I already have 1, 2, 3, 4 landfall creatures, a flyer. Nettle Drone helps with that. I just don't know if it's right. It's definitely between these two, over like a Salvage Drone or this Elemental, or even the Evolving Wilds. I think Evolving Wilds is a high pick in a landfall deck, but I think the Nettle Drone is going to be a little bit key, and it does a lot more fun items here. Yeah, I would take the Nettle Drone over the Ruination Guide. Nettle Drone's always going to be good by itself. Ruination Guide, if I had more Devoid creatures, would be the pick to really just help that out. Here's a Herald of Kozilek, which tends to be the pick. Let me see what else is here. In these colors, it'll tend to be the pick. A Cloud Manta I don't like. I have 2 good flyers, and this one's just an inefficient flyer. Color Spells, I can start prioritizing now, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 color spells already. That's fantastic. Warren Reef, this is a good 2-drop. Unnatural Aggression is a good green removal spell, but we're not hurting for removal spells, and I don't want to take Unnatural Aggression to get rid of like a Windrider Patrol, which, by the way, is the only good blue card. I could easily get back into green, but I think we're going to start putting a little more synergy in with the blue-red deck anyway, and this Herald of Kozilek is quite nice. Being Devoid. Ooh. And we just get past an insane rare that's in 2 of the colors. Again, continuing our theme of just having awesome removal spells. This Halamer Tide color is also really good, but we're not really doing the Awaken thing, so it doesn't really matter too much. I don't have any Awaken, in fact. Stone Fury is good, but of course Brittle Expulsion's better. An Oracle Dust would get a filler card in here. And yeah, that's just, this just solidified blue at this point. With Windrider Patrol, Herald of Kozilek, and Brutal Expulsion, we're in blue-red. Here's another Herald. Let's see, do I want a Merc Strider? Again, I'm not really processing, so I'm not looking to go into the blue-red processing version of anything. I already have 1 Spell Shrivel and a Horribly Awry, which really, with the quality of my real spells, I may not be playing. And getting a second Herald of Kozilek to go with the Nettle Drones, the Barrage Tyrant, it all just smooths everything out so much nicer. So this is working out pretty okay. We're just looking at the other cards now as I learn the format better. It seems like this is an unplayable card, Landfall. Only black and white care about the synergies and gaining life. Angelic Gift, I assume, is playable, considering we've had other formats where Stratuswalk was playable, and that's just Stratuswalk but better. But I don't really know. Here's that Dampening Pulse that I feel like is really good. However, we have a Benthic Infiltrator and a Vestige of Emrakul. I don't need to be ingesting, but it's a devoid creature, which goes well with our Nettle Drones, our Heralds. I guess the Barrage Tyrant, even though it does 1 damage. To the power. It also slows things down and mucks up the ground. I know Benthic Infiltrator is really good. I think the Vestige of Emrakul is just a filler, so I want it over that. I don't know how good Dampening Pulse is. I'm going to wait and see on Dampening Pulse. If there wasn't a nice strong pick there, I would take the Dampening Pulse and give her a go. But I don't know if that's the case. Here's that Anticipate I was saying you can eventually pick up. It's either Rush of Ice. I don't really think I want a Rush of Ice. yeah, that seems not to be an amazing card. Whereas Anticipate, I like being able to filter around. Here's a Giant Mantis, the only good green card that we've seen recently since the fight removal spell. We'll take it. The Anticipate, that is. Here's that guide that came back. Now do I want a spawning bed? I still don't want a cohort. I have no allies to mention. I think there's one ally somewhere hidden in here. Maybe not. No, not even. Does the spawning bed do anything? Not really. Yeah, I'm going to take the Coral Guide. It's a 2-drop. It can make something unblockable, like a Nettle Drone that goes really well. I think it's going to be a nice versatile late game. I don't have 2-drops. I don't know how important they are in this format. Here's that Dampening Pulse. Do I want an Incubator Drone, though? I don't have any 4-drops. It is nice because it's devoid. It gets me a Scion, which helps maybe put out something a little bit higher here, or set me up. This Dampening Pulse. I know it's better than it looks at -1, -0. I'm gonna go with the Incubator Drone, though. Maybe that's wrong. I have plenty of creatures. That was kind of my chance to grab the -1, -0 card. And it's not like it's not a good card against me, but it could be good against like the Scion deck when there's people just like making tons of Scions and trying to attack. I don't know. Yeah, actually, you know what? I don't think I should have taken the drone. I think I should have grabbed something else. Volcanic Upheaval doesn't matter. These blacks I'm not playing. I'm going to take my full art land because they're freaking sweet. Like someone else did. Draw X cards, the number of cards, cast Brilliant Spectrum, then discard. Yeah, no thanks. We'll just cut a playable black for whoever has it. Same with this, because I already have one Volcanic Upheaval as a side where there's no way I'd be playing 2, ever. Oh, full art land. Thank you, friends, for giving those to me. I like all my picks, except I'm pretty sure now I wish I had taken that enchantment to see if I would have gone there. Ooh, a Lumbering Falls. Do I like that? I don't know, how much is that worth? Hold on a second, I need to check. Lumbering Falls is only worth like $1 or $2. Let's see, Deathless Behemoth. It's 6/6 Vigilance, already cool. And then if you sacrifice 2 Scions, return it from your hand to your hand. I don't really have a lot of Scions to make, but 6/6 Vigilance. I already have 2. Well, I have 1 6-drop. The other one's dorky. What else is here? Ooh, I think Evolving Wilds is actually the pick. I have a number of landfall, not a bunch. Here's an Incubator Drone. I don't want the retreat. I'm not necessarily the super aggressor. Oh, what am I doing? There's an Eldrazi Sky Spawner. This card's insane. Ha! Huh. Yeah, see, that's the point. Like, as I'm learning the cards, like, I don't, the visuals, the arts don't, like, strike me right away now, so I might miss things initially. I have to take some time looking. Swarm Surge, I like. Not for this deck, and of course I'm not black, but I love the deck that has this. We have all these Scion tokens. Oh man, Eldrazi Sky Spawner, that's sweet. Whenever the Bane of Balaget attacks, defending player exiles 2 permanents. Hell yeah. Can I play this card, though? That is a good question. Okay, let's ditch all of these blue cards, because they're kind of weak. Do I have any rampers? Valakut Predator. The Herald of Kozilek's help. The Spawner, the Incubator Drone are the only 2 guys I have here. So I'm not really set up to play 7-drops, minus the fact that I have 2 Herald of Kozilek's, as well as a lot of synergy with being Devoid, Nettle Drone, Barrage Tyrant. So I think I'm going to go for it over a Touch of the Void. And I think the only reason I'm down for that is because even though Touch of the Void is a very good removal spell, I have these great removal spells already. I think, and this is the Bane of Balaget where you exile 2 permanents is just such a bomb, I feel. If it doesn't get removed in the first turn you attack with it, boom. So this is the kind of 7-drop I want, and my deck's kind of set up for it with the Heralds and slowing everything down. Let's see, what else is here? Kozilek Sentinel, I like. There's the Channeler, possibly? Okay, let's say the Stonewalker. Whenever a land is battlefield, so this is the landfall, pay 3. That's serviceable. I do like it. So I would play this 2-drop. Brilliant Spectrum, no. Channeler, I can pretty much cast for 4. It helps get to my 7-drop. It's good with the Tyrant and the Nettle Drone, so that's making me excited. Kozilek Sentinel. Oh, this isn't what I thought. There's the one that is the Star Power, where it's equal to the number of color spells you have. This one is just when you cast a color spell, which is fine. if I had less 3-drops, this would be good because it will slow things down. I think the Channeler is going to be worth it, especially having picked up the Bane of Balaged. It's just going well with everything. But I would probably take the Sentinel over the Stonewalker because I'm not really like all in on the landfall theme. I think it's more about having these devoid synergies more than anything else. Cryptic Cruiser. Put a card an opponent owns from something. Yeah. Again, I'm not in a processor deck. I have like very little ingest. I have my Infiltrator and that's it. If I don't take that though, what do I take? There's a weird world where I splash. No, I will never splash removal spell. I'm so good on removal. Bone Splinters is good. Cloud Manta, I guess. I doubt it's being played. I would, at 16 really good synergistic creatures with green removal spells, I'm probably just gonna throw like an Anticipate or a counter spell over a dorky 4-drop. But in case I'm weak to like flyers, I only have my 2 big flyers. I guess that's the pick. I don't think a Hedron Blade is worth playing. Scour from Existence for the sideboard. Yeah, I'll take a Scour. I have good removal, but if there's like a mythic Eldrazi that I can't deal with, having the Herald of Kozilek's make this Scour actually like somewhat playable. Pretty sure this is the Clutch of Currents. I love this card. But what else is there? There's a Kozilek Sentinel. That's pretty nice. There's another Stone Fury, but I think Clutch is better. Prism Away. What does that do? 4 and a blue. Converge. I'm not doing Converge. Yeah, so that's not happening. Transgress the Mind. All right. Don't want Stone Fury over Clutch of Currents, only because I already have one, and again, good cards. The outnumbers are fine. I don't have a lot of Scion tokens, so it's not abused, but considering I am playing 16 creatures with a lot of 3-drops, this will always be like a 2 or 3 mana, you know. It's going to be a shock more often than not. Clutch I just love for tempo, and it's Awakened. It's just good value, and I don't necessarily need another creature, so we'll take the Clutch. Right now, this is my deck. It's just so beautiful. Duststalker, good card. I'm not playing it. If you control no other colorless creature, it's just gonna return to that. So it's just a 5/3 haste. If I was in black, not bad for 4. Looks like here, counter target instant spell for the sideboard. I have 2 counter spells on my sideboard that I could bring in if I'm worried about that. Does Horribly Arrive for only creatures? Yeah, counter a creature spell. So I guess it's only 1 spell shrivel, which is better. I think this is cheaper. I'll take the Vestige of Emrakul. Don't think I'm going to play it, but maybe I replace the Whiptail since this has a little more synergy with like the drones, the heralds, the Barrage Tyrant, that sort of thing. Valakut Invoker I really like, especially since I do have this Channeler. That's going to be pretty fun. The question is, would I rather have an Incubator Drone to help ramp in a bit? Can't believe I have so many good options. Chrome Hellkite, do I want that still? I think so. Nettle Drones I like. Valakut Predator could be cut. Maybe upgrade the 3-drop. I'm definitely taking the Invoker over the Predator. Just do I want this Incubator Drone? I don't think so. I just think this Invoker, if you get to 8 mana, just start killing things, boom, you win. I guess there was an option based on thinking, you know, the Incubator Drone is devoid. Helps with the Nettle Drones, but it's not like, I mean, I'm not super into like this devoid thing. The Nettle Drones are kind of cool, and the Heralds help, but the Heralds are more about getting this Channeler, the Bane, and the Barrage Tyrant, and like our higher devoid spells cast. That's really it. It's efficient to have this down and then be able to like pay 3 for a Vestige or maybe like a 2-drop or something. That's about it. Take another Vestige or another Valakut Predator. Probably neither are being played. I have so many 3-drops though. We'll take the Vestige as a possibility. Boiling Earth for the sideboard's nice. When we come up against the Swarm deck, that'll be cool. Swarm Surge, that sort of thing. Good sideboard card, loves it. Don't need another Vestige. Another Outnumber this late is pretty cool, and I'm probably gonna make room to play it. I don't know if that's true, but I'm slamming it, that's for sure. I already need to make well, now I need to make 2 cuts. There's so many Vestiges. They are fillers, understandably. That's all they are. Since I'm not gonna play the Vestige, I'm gonna cut the Ornery from Ogre. That's a really good 2-drop. Void Attendant. I guess it's playable. It looks like no one's playing it. I want to take this Forest, to be honest, but whatever. Jeez. I think the Sentinel is better than the Slide Runner. And I like having another 2-drop option. I'm probably gonna, yeah, look at all those mountains. I don't think the format is fast enough to where I have to worry about having 20 bazillion 2-drops when I have so many good 3-drops. I don't know if that's correct or not. I'm gonna play the Blighted Cataract. It's a great card in this just solid 2-color deck. So adios, you guys. You are technically a sideboard card. And have easier ways to get you going, but these are like the bad sideboard cards. We actually have like our sideboard is actually really nice with Anticipate, Boiling Earth, counter spells, solid creatures depending upon how they match up against my opponent, and then these are like really specific sideboard cards, but there are worlds where those get played. Is this already by mana cost? Yeah. Okay. We need to make 3 cuts because this is definitely a 22 spell and 18 land format. Our top end's looking fantastic here. Our 5s, 6, and 7 is really good. Stone Fury is okay. Oh no, it's an instant. It's a good removal spell. This also counts as like a 5-drop. So we'll put you here as like a 5-drop creature with a tempo hit. 3 outnumbers. I might play all these outnumbers. I love that they're instants. All right, what are our weak creatures? Our 2-drops are all weak. Sentinel is okay in that it's one of the early slowdowns, and we have tons of colorless spells, so it's often just going to be a 2/4 for 2. Benthic Infiltrator I still like because it slows down, even though the Ingest does nothing. Spawner's awesome. Drones are awesome. I like the late game Invoker, even though it's not devoid. Once you get to 8 mana, just boom. We know our 4-drops are the weakest too. But I don't know if I want to cut 3 creatures. I don't know. Seems like this is the quickest to go. I'm happy that if I feel like I'm coming up with a super aggressive deck, things like Boiling Earth, the Slide Runner can come in. I mean, we have tons of 3s. We can even put, another Valakut Predator, or put in a Valakut Predator if I feel like it. Seems like the Vestige of Emrakul is one of the better ones to cut, because it's just, I mean, it's a fine card, but a 3/4 Trampler for 4 is just blah. The Incubator Drone I like a little bit more, even though it doesn't work quite as well with the Barrage Tyrant. I like that it gets a Scion creature in case, we haven't drawn like our Channeler or Heralds of Kozilek. It helps smooth out getting the Hellkite and the Bane of Gelabed down. We don't have any other ways of making Scions. I wish I had more of those. Maybe I do just cut an outnumber. That seems odd to me as a removal spell. Because again, it's going to regularly be a shock. I don't know if that's right. Maybe I'm valuing this Clutch of Currents too much, or the Stone Fury. Maybe I should keep in the outnumber's too good. I think maybe I cut the Stone Fury. Turn Against and Brittle Explosion are just insane. Clutch of Currents, though. The versatility is too nice. And getting a 3/3 when you bounce an important dude is pretty cool. I don't see why I would ever not play a Stone Fury. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we have to counter the creature. I'm just being too married to it. I think this Benthic Infiltrator's out. Is that correct? It's more powerful than my 4-drops, but I have plenty of 3s. My other 3s are better. And since I'm not ingesting, I don't think the 1/4 blocker matters. I have a 2/4, a 2/4, the 3/1s, the Flyer. Yeah, with a Sentinel and 2 2/4s, I just don't need a Benthic Infiltrator. Yeah, I've got my my big butts already. So that being said, do I want this Vestige of Emrakul and Incubator Drone over a Benthic Infiltrator? Is an Infiltrator better than these? I have no processors. There's nothing I'm processing. Yeah. There we go. This is the deck. Let's add some basic lands. 11/6, you don't say. Kind of want some more blue, considering I have a double blue guy here. Boinkity, boinkity, at least. Having 2 double red spells. Do I want to do 9-8? Or 10-7? Is 7 enough? I think it is 9-8, to be honest. It's more about being able to play these early, like my 1 through 4 drops, and making sure that I have at least one of each. And then at the 5 and above slot, we're looking to have double red and double blue by that point already. And if not, it's not the end of the world. I mean, it is, but you know what I mean. I think I'm willing just to go with a more even split than anything else. So we'll add to the deck this way and see everybody in round 1. Ooh, this is fun. I can't wait.